Hello again, Dan Harrington, head golf professional here at Glen Acres Golf and Country Club in Seattle, with Tuesday and Thursday tips for you every week to keep your golf game sharp and your trivia mind sharp through this COVID-19 pandemic we're having at the moment. So today I'd like to expand a little bit on what I worked on last Thursday, which had to do with grip, posture, and alignment. Today we're going to talk about taking away the golf club in the proper way as well as in a balanced way from the ball to the top of your swing, returning the club back down to the ball again. So we're going to touch a little bit on posture again, but also a little bit on grip and setup position. So as we remember, the setup position over the golf ball is setting up in a posture where you're right in the middle and a little bit of a tilt back towards the right, where the club was in more towards the left part of your thigh with the alignment stick that we had. So one of the things we're going to talk about today is what starts the golf swing. We start from a position, we go to the backswing position, and then we return the club back down to make contact, which hopefully a lot of the times will have the ball go straight towards your target. So one of the things I always teach students when we're working about the takeaway of the golf club is to get in that comfortable position over the golf ball where you're in a set position with yourself in a ready position, balanced on both feet, a little bit of grip pressure, and a little bit of loose arms. You don't want to have your arms locked, but you also don't want to have them flailing around like this. So just talk about a little bit of a loose arm swing in this manner right here. The second thing we want to do is when we're over the golf ball, feeling like we're in a comfortable position to where when we go to look at our target, we're in a position where we're going to make that first move effectively without getting stuck either on your backswing or on your forward swing on the way through. So the first thing I like to teach when we're taking the club back is the first trigger point is taking the club, starting with your left shoulder. If you're a right-handed golfer, the left shoulder starts the golf swing back in this position here like this. And if you notice from here to here, there's a little bit of a wrist bend, a little bit of a wrist cock of the wrist, but for the most part, we're just moving the arms and the shoulders in unison with each other, okay? So a lot of folks ask me when they're taking a lesson from me, how far should I go back? Should I be extending the club way back here like this? Or should I be coming around my body like this? Well, there's yeses and nos to that question. And the first part of the question has to do with how far you go back. Okay, well, one of the things I like to teach on taking the golf club back is that you're bringing it back in a position where you're bringing it away from your body a little bit, but you don't want to get to a point where you're here and now you've got a position where your arm is way extended on this right arm to where the only way to get down to the ball in the downswing is to really kind of put your arms quickly to your body like this. That motion is not going to help you as well. The thing that will help you the most on the backswing is to take the club back away from your body to a position where you're comfortable moving your weight onto your back leg, your right leg, and a position where you're here to where when you get to the top of your swing, you're not too far away here, but instead it's like you're holding a tray of glasses with that right hand, okay? That's the position you want to have your right arm, and our left arm is in what position? Pretty strong right here, right? Here is no good, and here is no good, but a little bit of bend here is good, and a little bit of that right hand being in this position here is good, okay? So we're starting from this spot here, and we're moving the club back. The second thing that's very important, the old misnomer that the golf pro or the person that always tells you, keep your head down. You've got to keep your head down or you're not going to see the ball. Well, it is true to keep your head down at address, but what I'd like to see you do is have a little bit of a head up to where when we make that backswing, the left shoulder is able to clear right underneath your chin in this manner here. If your head is down too far like this, you're going to get stuck right there in that position to where your shoulder can't effectively turn underneath your chin. So think about yourself having a position to where you're here to start. We're starting with left shoulder. Our head is up just a tad, and we're going to bring the club back in this manner here to where now my shoulders, as you can see right there on the back, way back to the top of my swing, now my shoulder's right underneath my chin at the top, and now I can unravel from this point forward on the way down, coming down like this on the way through for the finish swing. Balance is very important on the takeaway, but so is the distance too. The distance of your arms and your hands away from your body. If you get them too far away, it's really hard to bring it back to center. And what most players do is they've got their arms too close to their body in this position here. That will also tend to be kind of that wristy swing. So really work on proper balance, chin up just a tad, and starting the golf swing with the left shoulder clearing underneath your chin on the backswing. Just like that. Thanks again for joining me again this week. Hope you've learned something. My YouTube will be available for every single week. If you'd like to check out the videos, feel free to ask me any questions. Hope to get back to the golf club soon. We can get back to golfing again here on this beautiful 67-degree April day we've got today. Thank you again, and be safe out there.